I'm getting ready to put my quail eggs in my homemade incubator. Right there, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 eggs. So hopefully everything will work out all right. We'll start with these ones. My temperature's just right under the 100 mark. And right here's my controller, my dimmer switch. And then I got down here, this right here controls my fan. So before I open up the top, I need to plug up my fan into my cord here. Now it's on. And now I will take my top off. I got water in this right here for the moisture. And then what I'll do is I'll start by sticking my eggs right in here. Just like that, so they can't grow. These quail I got are I can't think of the name of them. They're Cotornix quail eggs is what these is. These come from the pictures that I put on Facebook of the quail, and it takes, I think, 15 days for these to hatch. So July 15th, I should have some babies. Hopefully, I got a good hatch rate with this. The last time I tried to hatch eggs, I didn't do no good because one of my bulbs blowed. And by the time I went and got me a new bulb, you know, they got too cold and they died on me. But this time I got an extra bulb on standby in case one of these here blow, which this left one would probably blow before the right one, because the right one is the brand new bulb, and you can tell it looks a little brighter. I gotta be easy with my edge here. So what I'll do is I'll turn these every day and I'll rotate them. You know, like move them to the back and stuff. Like I'll fill this square up right here, and then the ones I got left I'll put back here in this square. And then what I'll do is tomorrow I'll take these eggs and turn them and put them over here. And then I'll take these eggs and turn them and put them over here. And then I'll just start rotating them, you know. Or no, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the other ones over here. And then tomorrow, I'll take these ones and put over here. And then the ones that I'm going to put over here will go over here. So, 2 more there, and then I'll have 4 on the back burner. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the difference on them. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Well, 3 wide. 1, 2, 3. Can't wait to have some baby quail on the farm. I did have 2 roosters. Well, we started out with altogether 6 quails, and like we had one aggressive rooster, which about dang near killed one of our other rooster. So I got him out, and I was going to doctor him up, and I needed help to do that, to doctor him up. And Will went to get him out, and well, let's do like 4 wide on this one. And then we'll go like that. Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it. Yep, I think we're set. And then what we'll do is I'll move this bunch back here tomorrow. I'll move this bunch back here, and then I'll move that one over. And then on the third night, I'll take these ones and put it back up here. and them ones back here, and then on the fourth night I'll move them over and then move them up. You know, so that way they keep rotating in there. And then the way I do is when before I take the lid off, I always turn the fan on, and then I set and wait until my temperature's right up and under 100 there, and then I take and unplug my fan. Right now, you can't see it on my camera here too well, I don't think. Let's see. I don't think I can turn my flashlight on. Let's see. That'll help. We'll try it and see. Flashlight. Can't. Nope, it won't let me. But anyway, wish me good luck, everybody. I want some babies. Right now, it is on 90 degrees. It's got to rise 10 more degrees before I turn off my fan, because I want it right under the 100 mark. Man, I can't wait. And I'll probably have to add some water tomorrow. This incubator here that me and my buddy Will, well, Papa Bear, my big old buddy Will, me and him made this out of a styrofoam cooler, and I remodeled a house back, I don't know, it's been quite a few years ago now. It's been I think it's been about 10 years ago. I remodeled a house for a friend of mine, and that light fixture, you know, I put new light fixtures in their house, and that I kept it because it's so good. And then that fan was for like a computer, you know. And then we'll bought this dimmer switch. I think he gave. How much did you give for that dimmer switch, Will? I think he gave right around 20, 30 bucks for that dimmer switch from Lowe's, anyway. And then that black thing down in there, that was from like a plaque, or, you know, like a picture frame. And then I also got this yellow piece right here. I use it for like bigger eggs, you know, like turkey or chicken eggs. You know, them squares, it holds them up, you know, off the ground, off the, you know, floor. So, but them quail eggs are so small that won't work. So this is the only way I can do it. Let's see where we're at now. We're at 92, I think. 92 and rising. I could fool with this dimmer switch, like turn it up and make it get up to temperature faster, but where it's an analog, you know, like if I don't get it exactly right where it's at right now, you know, it'll be too hot, and by in the morning, you know, my eggs could be cooked or be too cold, and then they'll be trash. So I can't fool with that. That's why it's taking so long to get up to temperature. That fan, though, does seem like it helps it, you know, get up to temperature faster. Like right now, we're at 90, about 95. We just got about 3, 4 more degrees to go. I'll give everybody an update on them. Take a little small video, you know, if I have any luck in the hatch, and let you know my hatch rate. But back to the hatch rate story, you know, like I said last time, my bulb blowed, and, you know, it got too cold, and then I had trouble dialing it, you know, adjusting it, because where that dimmer switch is one of them analog ones instead of a digital one, and, you know, the eggs wasn't no good. But my hatch rate before that was like in between 85 and say 98% hatch rate. Like I could put in like 12 eggs, and like in between 10 and 11 would hatch. And then the time before that, I put like 20 eggs in here, and they all hatched except like 5. So, you know, 15 chickens out of 20 ain't bad, you know. I figured in between that would put me at in between 85 and 98% hatch rate on a homemade incubator. This glass went to that picture frame down there. And what we done was we cut this cooler here, you know, around the edge here. and then we took and put that glass in there. You know, we left like a lip, only cut so far into the styrofoam, left like a ledge, and we're almost up to temperature too, by the way. We're at like 96. We need to be right at 98, 99 degrees. In between, say, in between 96 and 100 degrees, I think, where we need to be at. But anyway, back to how I made this. And then we put the glass in it, and we took some epoxy and sealed it up from the inside, you know, on the edge. And then I took Gorilla Tape and put on it. So it's airtight. And then that's a piece of Velcro right there above the lights where I used to have it fan, but it didn't stick too well. So now I got it attached below the light. And then all I done was made a hole in the side, and see, I taped it up, and I put silicone around that too, or epoxy one, I can't remember. And then see my wire nuts where I got my main plug that it plugs into this, into the wall, so I can dim the light or whatever, or brighten it. And then I got this spliced up, piggybacked onto it, that extension cord in, right there, that extension cord in, so I can just like the turn on my fan. All I gotta do is plug it in, you know, and then unplug it. So when it gets up to temperature, I'll unplug it, and we'll be golden. Well, I think we're right at 100 now. So we're just, so I'm gonna end the video right here at 12 minutes, I guess. We like just maybe 1 or 2 more degrees. All right, wish me luck, everybody.